looking too badly at all. Heading into it, though, it is a different beast when you go up against Ultra. On the season, though, 6-star hardpoint, that leans in one direction only. 6-1 for Toronto Ultra. It's a tough start for Rocket.
Tough start for Rocker, indeed. Got to say as well, I'm not sure if Anson brought us by. Mubarak to those celebrating all the days of good fun all around, whether you're watching international sports or celebrating friends, family, whatever may happen. Happy Father's Day. Big Daddy Scrap 1.20 after yesterday's performance certainly added to the pile. That Vista hardpoint was something special. Here we go, though, in a map number 1, 6-star, and it's our 2 purple teams going toe-to-toe for the title of King of the North.
International sport on right now, is that? I had no idea.
Not a clue. Hasn't blown the whistle yet, Tom, but we're into the hardpoint already, and so are Ultra.
Let's see if we can get some decent time here. P1 has become a little bit more fruitful for teams as time has gone on, as people have started to figure out how to work the map. P2 control is also there, and 4 dead is not bad alongside of it. Good start here for Ultra. For Rocket, it's just such a hard break coming through. You will start to get a hold of the spawns for P2, though. Can you keep a hold of them?
That's the next question. P1 so far so good for our Canadian colleagues. Lin's nice 2-piece, though. That's going to soften up the defenders in a big way. Scraps down and out and a perfect wipe. 13 odd seconds to go here, and that is ideal, frankly, for Minnesota Rocker. They're the purple arrows on the minimap. You get a perfect 4 down, you get some spawns, and now you got some time.
Rotation coming in now. Do you see the push coming up through the back, though? It's a bit of a pinch being set up. They've just done this so wonderfully, but Sandy Lin's going to have to hold very, very well. Unable to do it. Lovely break coming through from Ultra. That's the thing for Rocket. You get a hold of the spawns. You got plenty of time to set it up, but Ultra have got plenty of time to work out how to break it. Scrap with a big kill down the right-hand side. Spots found too, and I was impressed with him the other day. Gonna have to be another level, though, if they want to find a win against Ultra.
Oh, yeah. But good luck, lads. Watt standing on the approach. Gets himself 1. The in-and-out hit. That's good enough for now. Last man left before the spawners come in was Kleenex. He makes a meal of it. Over to Gunless. He's up next. No 2-piece for him. Kleenex finally brought down. Spar in there on the 4 spree. Goes out and about. But again, time very much in the hands of the boys of Ultra here. This is good work from Linz, but totally surrounded here, Ton. It has been a battle for P2.
That's brilliant from inside. Finds 2, drops back around, helps him out. His team coming in on the reinforcement side of things. It is going to be a rotation in here for Rocket, but with 10 seconds to go, you're very much going to be here if you're Ultra very, very quickly. Envoy's already found the spawns, though, and this is an issue. You're going to have to turtle up just a little bit as Rocket get a bit of a split. Awkward situation for both teams now. It's all about winning your gunnies.
Oh, that gunny win from Standy is a very handy one indeed. Scrap makes the lobby a little more dangerous. Nice work there out of Standy again. So you've got the space now. Good stuff out of Minnesota Rocky. Turn a bad situation to a much, much better one. Now, the classic P3 hold. Will they get it done? I don't think there's a trophy to be seen here. And I'm not talking about the trophy cabinet. Oh, dear. I'm talking about the point. That's going to be Toronto Ultra in. And my good golly, Miss Molly, they've got them kills.
Yeah, just brute force through the front door. You get a little bit of a place where you can contest, and then from there you push forward. Just winning their gunnies. Really good play coming in from Ultra. 24 seconds to play for. Was Rocket the first ones here. Should be a cleanup crew coming on through. Scrap finds 1 and 2. Gonna force his way through for the 3rd as well. It's 4 in a row from Scrap. It's all about him on this hill. 15 seconds to go. You're going to get every single second. And they're going to be the first ones here over towards next. Beautiful from Ultra so far. Feels like they just feel super confident to be able to find the breaks. They're not rushing anything. Take your time. Process is working.
This again, maybe not so much about winning the rotation fights, but getting the break practice. Trophies down in here for the boys of Rocker. Scrap upstairs, gets himself a cruise. 3, 4 in the feed. My good God, a top rope. He was feeling that one. Not a necessary play whatsoever, but a good time had nonetheless. Ultra now forward they go. Envoy cut down as Rocker right out of spawn, right into the fight.
Oh, wow, they've done so well to find those couple of gunfights. Coming in at a disadvantage. Scrap does have that cruise missile, as mentioned, so keep an eye on that as the game does go on, but he's been primed so far. He's able to find one. Link's here to just try and pick up the pieces. He cannot. Really nice break back from Rocker, but Envoy with the flank. Smart plays again from Ultra. There's always somebody seems to be in a spot where they can make a little bit of a special play, and it's been working so far. Healthy lead heading into a second rotation with 15 seconds remaining on this hill. And it's just really been about the breaks. It's been fantastic from Ultra so far.
So far, so good. Rocker have been starved for points for quite some time here. Kleenex. The hit and run. Standy just got absolutely turned inside out, decimating the competition right now at 11 on 11 there. That's going to be Kleenex. Back over to P1, the first go around of the hard points. A very large lead right now for Toronto Ultra. No tremendous surprise. Rocker, it's already a better look in their hard point games since the first time we saw Spart on the roster. Over to Scrap in the hard point. Instant kills. 18 and 9. Looking for number 19. Might be able to get it here, but either way, as boys have got the time, trophies, you name it, it's all looking good for Ultra.
I mean, you see them yesterday over, what was it, the final 2 hills of Vista up against LAT. Went 15 and 1. just turned up when he needed to. It was ridiculous. And he's had the kind of start that he had at the end of that game. Look at him just still going 19-9. The guy is a joke. Spark will find 2, but it's been Scrap holding it down. He's still going. There's just absolutely no way you can outgun this man right now. 21-9 from Scrap, 5 in a row. Get the cruise missile in. You might have another one. Good lord.
Oh, no, this is not good looks. This is brutal display. Is Scrap almost single-handedly dominating Rocker. Even from the grave, his trophy's got his trades. Magnificent. Over to Rocker now. Once again, P2 hardpoint rotation theirs. They are in first. Will the setup pay off, or will it be another break for Ultra?
Seem a little bit soft on these holds at times. I think that can happen. You've got a standing coming through. Yes, okay, Spart's had a couple of good games for them, of course, but it's just about the comms, making sure you're holding the right angles. Ultra are just playing it so well on top of that, though.
Yeah, this is a two-piece.
Yeah, this is just great. He's 26-10, mate.
Oh, it's just magnificent. You know what? You've heard enough of me and Ton for now. I want to hear how Ultra sound with a quick listen in.
Ladder, a second. Ladder now, going outer. Could be ladder gonna make two outer. I killed the vent. 2 outer. How much we look for?
Could be 2 ladder.
Sorry, soaker.
Could be out right now.
Nothing outer.
Nothing one, could it lobby?
Ladder, that's not hit.
Hit lobby.
Weak ladder, Jimmy.
Oh, now again.
Okay. Free and all.
Free out. They hit through the front wall.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, you guys 2 at the front. I have all mid.
Some of
You my statue or no?
Could be what's up.
I'm about to shriek this.
Need me to go for it.
Shake. I want you. I will hold you with Tubby.
They're gonna jump up.
The whole front. 3 outer. 3 outer.
One.
2 outer. 2 outer, 1 with DJ. One hop.
Dead.
Hopped in, last one Tiki. Hopped in.
Last one, Tiki.
Last one.
Hold it, Jimmy. Don't see me. He's not
Let me know
trying
if
to
they
be
go mid-stairs.
Could go front.
Let's go. Beat you now.
One shot
Beat
blue.
you weak. Really.
He's close outer. He could cut.
I have outer. Just hold your hop. And 1 spin. Smart spin.
I'm taking that.
Could argue again. Dead.
It's lobby.
Lobby.
Stun.
I don't have trips.
Push down mid.
Yep. Keep going.
You could be in front. Could be 1 steps, boys.
I'm lead outer.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you guys. I feel like they're gonna push this.
Water steps. Alright, 1 water step, 1 front.
I have my hop right now.
And 1v1. Outer. Nice
Wait
shot.
for me, dead.
Nice.
Okay.
Last one.
Hop again. Not weak. Jump out.
Nice shot. I'm just going
Yo,
to.
I'm in blue. I have all mid cut.
I'm wrapping to the right now.
I'm playing a weird
Can
spot.
maybe
bro.
get to offense.
Vent grab, dead. Vent grab, dead. 1 shot vent, going blue. In blue, Eli.
On
They
you
could be
right
at water. You have
Nothing water.
Heard you. I'm wrapping our setters.
Yeah. I'm
nothing blue.
I'm dead.
Where's open?
Top
Where's
blue.
that?
Top blue gunners. 2 top blue
They're gonna be
gunners.
vent,
Spot.
or you and you, Jeremy.
There's 3 here on this side.
I know. Trying to hold your right push.
Me, right side.
Right side. Absolute dead.
Life.
I'm weak.
Hop is step.
Right side again.
Right side. Close right.
Absolute on the statue. Gunlet still.
The our side. Nice.
That's 4.
I'm getting
I'm
office.
gonna try to pick up mid off phone, okay? I have mid. I have all the mid.
I'm home.
Quick time.
Can be office shots right now.
Nothing mid, okay?
Let's go, Dodger.
Still top weak.
We low gold.
1 mid.
And now for something completely different.
That's the grenade on time.
On the right side, man. He's just crouching on it.
No, still
That means he's gonna be you.
Another one got me strapped. He's left side challenge.
you. Left side
25 seconds. 25 seconds.
I'm real fierce.
We kind of have to play this on.
Yeah, we
coming off this. I'm coming off.
No. Nice one, again. One shot, you.
Here.
Their side.
Watch on you. He's coming in. That is right.
Drop. Low on you.
I'm one.
No. You, dead. He's their side long and drop.
Our side
There's
drop.
2 on one.
You're gonna be you.
One might pinch
6 seconds here. 6 seconds here.
You. You dead.
I hear on left. I hear on left.
You. You weak. DJ.
Don't see the guy.
He's gonna be me
on the back.
I'm looking at DJ inside dead. Nice.
Look for one. Envoy. He's
no.
coming. Right. Toby.
Toby
B1.
I did a pinching blue. One's in blue.
One drop. They're gonna be blue. You.
On the absolute smacking continues, Toronto Ultra asserting dominance left, right, and center ton.
I mean, it's just been dominant across the map. You've been outslayed, outgunned, out-rotated, out-broke. Domination across the board, Miles.
A really strong showing here from Ultra on 6-star. The final few seconds, they're going to dive into it. It's Scrap, the man of the match. A 33-16, a disgusting display from Ultra there in map 1.
I mean, Scrap just took over that game. Everybody seems to be having their moments on Ultra right now. It was Envoy yesterday. Scrap this time around. I mean, just proving once again why a lot of people have him at the top of the list for many of the different ARs in this game. The guy's a beast. Incredible performance from Ultra. Map number 1. And just nothing to write home about if you decide to rock it. I mean, you found decent enough rotations, but that was it.
Yeah.
Couldn't hold it down. Ultra just dominant.
it's too tough to hold these hard points down against a squad like Ultra. And again, for them, fantastic practice. They're looking at, you know, fixing a couple of issues they've had here or there. Individual performances like that from Scraps certainly helped, but it was the team effort. It was the breaks we saw. And no matter what the setup Rocker had, no thing seemed to go their way. Brilliant looks out of Toronto Ultra there. And again, a weakened Minnesota Rocker right now without accuracy. They're doing the best they can. Search and Destroy, again, seems to be a place where they're a little bit happier. And again, I guess a squad like this, I think Nameless's 3-1 call, a very, very sound one indeed. We'll see how Control goes. But the hard points still continue to be an issue for this Rocker team. We'll see if they can't find something to tie it all together on the approach towards the Major Ton. But as for the highlights, it's the Scrappy Show.
Oh, I mean, this was insane around the bar, right? How incredibly he's done here just to survive, dipping away. How's he won that one against Spot? I think during the Ultra listening as well, you heard Kleenex kind of call out Spot for maybe going for too many kills, skill hunting, etc., etc. It's one of those things that you can sort of lean into, but he put up some big damage for the squad. They're just not able to convert it. It's just in terms of just finding those kills at the right moment. Scrap did it all day long. Inside the point, finding 3 pieces. It's just top tier performance when it comes to ARs. One to look out for. Incredible performance from Ultra. It's hard to really break it down. They just broke so well. It felt like Rocker were very, very soft in that one. A very similar situation that we've seen in map number 1 against New York. Not quite as bad, but similar.
Yeah, the game flow is going to tell a very similar story. Again, not quite as flatlined as it was against the Subliners, but now Rocker, again, improvements. It's exactly what you'd be seeing out of a team that's had to make a last-minute emergency substitution. So kudos to them. Good luck in the run towards the Major, as we said. But for now, a happy, happy Ultra. Staying on 6-star for Search and Destroy, High Rise, and Vista will be maps 3 and 4. Will we go the distance? I think actually a decent chance of getting a little further in the series. The 6-star S&D, that's up next. And Tom, we saw the same thing against New York. Really good looks from the boys of the Rockers when it comes to S&D. They throw caution to the wind, get themselves out there. You find some crazy rounds, you catch some weird timings. You let your boys do whatever they want. Let's see if that's the same case today.
And 6-star Search and Destroy is a good map to do that on, right? Yeah, I mean, you can find a couple of different routes through there. You could try and work on flanks. There's a couple of different things you can do with 6-star, of course. So let's see if they are going to try and throw some curveballs into this one. But realistically, you know, that's going to be a bit of a stinger of a map. But as you've alluded to, they were able to bounce back quite nicely yesterday. Well, not yesterday, 2 days ago. Honestly, the days have kind of amalgamated into one this weekend for me.
You haven't slept in 2 days, have you?
Honestly, I'm already struggling. But I think realistically, yeah, for Rocker, you have the opportunity to bounce back now. You have a Control coming up in map number 3 that you have an opportunity on too. So they not all will not be lost, and they very much need the points. So they'll be locked in for map number 2.
Indeed. Well, I also love the idea that Kleenex is so small in this picture. He's quite a tall fella in real life, but in his player cam, for whatever reason, that camera is always so high. I just love the idea that Kleenex online is just a tiny little person. That slight aside now done. Tobias Yul Jonsson in game, an absolute demon and tremendous stature. We'll see if he can keep that going to the S&D, because again, for Ultra, it has not been lovely, let's just say, Ton, when it comes to S&D.
No, it's not necessarily been clean. And I think it's tough on 6-star as well, because teams can just, I mean, you obviously have to be fundamentally good, but yeah, big hits towards different players, smokes down, those kinds of things. There's a certain level of cheese that you can kind of pull off, but over the last 60 days, it is dead even in terms of the record on Search and Destroy between these two teams. Rocker obviously going to a lot more map number 5s though on top of that. Let's see if we can force something similar in this series, but right now, Miles, 1 down, and rightfully so. Good performance from Ultra in map number 1. Can they follow it up with another one at 6-star?
It's 1 down. It's also 1-0. You love to see it. 6-star S&D. You know what I'm talking about? It was a lovely header to the top right corner. Anyway, it was now a chance for the boys of Rocker to get themselves back into this. Alive and kicking, a squad with still plenty to play for. Careers on the line. Champs on the line. Don't let it get away from you, fellas. Here we go. Into map number 2.
I'm not going to celebrate live on stream. I'm not going to do it.
I did it. I don't care. 3 mid map, though. That's not an issue for Insight. Or is it? Lovely work there from Rocker. Oh, that's a nice one from Standy as well. So you are in and out. No questions asked. That's your middle of the map. You're starting to draw some of the Ultra aggression here. And I like this from Rocker. We're going to sit here. We're going to try to isolate these fights. Unfortunate timing there on Scrap. But a funky strategy that nearly pays off. And what do you know? It's now a 2v1. Scrap against Gunless and Spot.
Oh, they've read it as well. He should be dead right, even if he found one. Rocker, and just a big setup in the middle of the map. can rotate which way they really want to. Probably don't want to get too mixy in over towards A with no trophy systems available. Just sitting him towards the mid-map, picking them apart from there. It was a weird little interaction actually happening with Envoy. I would love to see actually how that went down. It was a bit strange. It seemed like he was just lying on the floor and somebody ran past him a couple of times. Turns around, gets a kill, gets traded. Relevant though. Rocker will find the round. Yeah, it was weird. I don't know if I'm just like... I mean, this was nice from Standy and Linz though. Really good play.
I saw moments like that.
Funky to the mid.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely could have been really messy in that middle of the map, but I think the little moments like that show that the chemistry is definitely there. These two players starting to really get in the groove with one another. It's a dangerous submachine gun duo on paper at times in game, not the same, but here we go to the next round. Spark catches a scrap. Wow. That's a 3 spree now for the newcomer.
And a free push over towards B as well. Gunners catching Envoy. It just feels like Ultra not quite as squeaky clean as they would like to be when it comes down to 6-star. Vix will make things a little bit easier now, make it a 2 versus 3, but difficult situation. Big grenade comes through. 2v2, but the bomb did go down.
Oh boy, it's a nearly massive win from Spark. Sorry, mate. It's a oh my god, Insight manages to pull that one away. Oh, and he's going to get to the bomb in plenty of time. That is brilliant.
It's a bold chow, though. I mean, I trust in Linz's ability. He must have been called out weak, and Insight is still gunned him. I wonder if he just plays the time a little bit more. Do you step on the gas, though? It's one of those 50-50 situations, but Insight punishes him for it.
That's what Insight looked like during that fight, and Spark was half a bullet away from the win there. Okay, 77 HP, but Linz, that's a tough one. You know, hit once there. Insight.
Yeah.
Plums of steel and an iron nerve takes the round.
Good work. Around that didn't look likely for Ultra. Might have been a technical 2v4. Close enough. Plenty of presence over towards this A side, though. This bomb's going to go down pretty much immediately. Rocker not really in a position to do this quickly. So instead, he might win the race here. 40 seconds to go. That bomb needs defusing.
Yeah, you got members of Ultra all over that site. The only man on the outside is going to be Insight. Big deep spread here from Rocker on the retake. 2-2 split. We're going to go end to end. We'll find out if it's tip to butt or if it's butt to tip this time round. But Gunless, he's going to be the man flying in first. Kleenex up close. Oh, it's massive work from Rocker. Oh, the setup has absolutely been ripped to pieces. Gunless is in and Rocker with the round.
From the minimap, it looked like Insight might have got one of the worst cut timing moments I've ever seen in my life. It was incredible. I don't know if it would have made much of a difference to the round, but the arrow turned one way and somebody ran immediately past where he was just watching. It's a tough one, but a really good break coming back through from Rocker either way. Fantastic job. Really good break. If only they could have done that on map number 1. The setups be damned. Rocker 2-1 to the good.
That is an unbelievable retake. That's certainly one that Ultra are not going to be enjoying to watch back. And kudos again to Rocker. This is a very, very tough sort of mental deficit you're playing from. To find, you know, even a modicum of success is still something to be applauded. So here we go. Another round now that Rocker on attack.
See Ultra a little bit more wary with the push coming through the pool side this time. So they have given up a little bit of control over towards A. Standy just going to stick it. Nades coming in. Gets out. Nice and clean. Bomb down 4v4, but Ultra very close. But keep an eye on Lindsay's on the immediate flank. And there you go. Punishes them straight away. And it's all of a sudden a 2 versus 4.
And once again, Rocker with another absolutely delightful round. Kleenex 1v4. Will it be Linz to get his third? You would imagine so, but Gunless will be there for it. Outstanding teamwork from Rocker. The plan coming together, and whether it's a good old hit onto A, when you have that one man on the pinch, Linz, an open lane for him to work with. No hope whatsoever for Ultra there.
Just a really good job. I mean, it's just that timing. When you are that island player, it's always about making sure you hit at the right time. It's not necessarily about just these quick flanks, making these sprinting kind of decisions in terms of head down, see if you can find the meter flank. It's all about the timing. Times it absolutely perfectly.
Ultra on the attack now, but the 3-1 is starting to look a little bit more commanding. Couple of hits spotted there. Standy, the stun will connect, and it's only going to slow them down. You saw plenty of bodies. Island player now, Kleenex on the top side of the minimap. But looking at the Rocker lineup there, Ton, they've got guns on him. So it shouldn't be too surprising when the play goes down. Here's the smoke, and you're into it already. Linz gets some damage dealt with no kill.
And Ultra get away completely unscathed. Big flank fight going to go down. Spark will find Kleenex. Yeah, Rocket just seem a little bit more wise to it, don't they? Ultra now going to have to back on down. Standy getting aggressive, though.
And it's not just wise, but it's bold as well. I mean, you've got Standy way pushed up. And I mean, if he'd taken 3 or 4 more steps there, he could have a 2-piece here. Spark, though, perfect position to be in. What an awkward spot this is. Huge damage. Insight knows there's not a hope in hell for that one. He might go for the rechow, might find a corner. But right now, Ultra pulls apart and in very, very tough spots. Here comes Linz again, number 4 in a row.
And as you said, it's kind of bold in terms of how they do set themselves up and keep an eye on these flanks. But Insight, we've seen these from him before. This would be quite a special one. Yeah, just get a drink of the bar, mate. This round's over. It's done so. I love the commitment from Rocker, though, to making sure that that's what they're holding down. They are confident in their ability to sort of say, right, okay, yeah, okay, they're going to get the bomb down. We've got the information. We can see that it's happening. We feel confident in our ability to go for that retake. Don't necessarily have to commit to that. So we'll watch the flank, we'll team up together, we find somebody there, makes the retake easier.
It's interesting. I mean, Rocker, once you've got a slightest advantage, they isolate players, they mutilate them. It's very, very, very decisive. I'm actually thoroughly enjoying this. Rocker 4-1, making Ultra certainly look, I want to say average, but clueless in a way. They've got no hope here. Whatever the play may be, they're being cut down. Speak of the devil, though, Insight makes himself very much known. Envoy on the quick pinch. Spark's in trouble. Gunner's now battling for it. Gets himself 2. Makes it a 1v2 now for Spark. I don't hate his chances here, Tom, but it's still a tough spot to be in.
7-1, having a game. And honestly, it just, from Ultra, they just sick of messing around, to be honest with you. You can see the 4-man hit comes in. It's all about the aggression. Find those fights, feel confident that they're going to. Now Spark left in a doable but tough situation.
He's managed to just slip the net, completely undetected. Insight was the only man looking back and forth, and the flank is on. Number 1! Ooh! A single bullet, the difference maker. And Spark is kicking himself. That would have been one hell of a round win.
Not far away. Kleenex very efficient with his shots. Makes the difference. Spark, unfortunate that really, really good effort.
Man, that would have been an outrageous turn. I mean, that's the one that really tests the mental there for Ultra. You managed to survive a tough round like that after 2 sweet kills from Kleenex. But here we go, attacking round. Kleenex, a man with a bomb, looking to overwhelm the A bomb site if you can. But right now, Ultra, it's towards B and it's a lot slower. They've got a ton of Rocker players to deal with here as well.
Yeah, Ultra are very clearly adapting to the situation that has been going on now, because Rocker have really been winning that battle in the middle of the map to a certain degree. It's always been about those flank kills that are coming through or not. Big grenade from Spark, though. That's just straight away on the cross to slow them down. All of a sudden, the bomb's coming over here. You don't have the numbers. You don't have any presence. For all that slow start from Ultra, I didn't mind at all. It's not coming to anything. Spark's going to be holding this down. Insight's already been spotted. Spark will back up. We'll probably have some help very shortly as well. That's B-side control. Insight reads him, and there's the kill. All of a sudden, this bomb can go down.
Absolutely. Getting planted immediately. A little coverage up front. It might be a 3-man hit from bar side. Oh, wow. Kleenex ate a ton of damage there. Still able to get the bomb plant down. Oh, boy. In the fence. Stanley wins it now. The pinch is on. And Insight, his presence has now been made known. He is in trouble. Kleenex now pushed back as well. You've been split on the defense here, Ultra. Time this right and you may be able to stay alive, but you've got an open bomb that needs defending. Insight back in it. Insight back in it with a 2-piece. And now it's a 1v1.
He's just going to jump it. He's just going to jump it. Is Insight going to read it? He would have known the timing. Has to have a look very, very shortly. Looks in time and Insight again. You just never doubt him in those situations, ever.
The king of clutch. Once again. Beautiful timing. And Standy, I love the play call. He wasn't terribly far away from completing it, but a quick look in the replay. I thought Insight was dead to rights here, but perfect timing on Gunless. The second onto Linz, absolutely outstanding through the smoke. And then just a brilliant look. Here is the first kill as well.
I thought Spark actually seen him on the cross, because you can get a little angle from back there, but mustn't have spotted him. Gets himself caught out.
That is a beautiful ace as well. Brilliant stuff there from Insight. Got to be absolutely happy with that. A lifeline now for Toronto, sorely needed and purchased well. Can we get streaks? That would be ideal for Jamie Craven.
It's going to find Envoy pretty much straight away, though, but they should have. Standy dead to right. Scrap gets caught out. Kleenex is not there for the trade. That's a tough one. Scrap in that situation. Expect him to find the kill. Insight will eventually deal with Standy, but this bomb is going to go down. 2v3 again. Can Insight find a way through for the squad? 5 spree for him. 1 more kill will be a silver lining, even if you go on to lose the round.
You take what you can get in this kind of situation. Tight setup here from Rocker. And Kleenex, I don't think he saw Gunless on the top. He didn't see him. So now you've got 25 seconds. You've cleaned out all the usual spots. Insight's going to have to peel him. There it is. Streaks now at the ready. Eyes on the next 2. Kleenex, the forward man, brought down. It's now a 1v2. No way does Insight pull this one off as well. Here's the hit on towards the bomb. No way. There's the cleanups. Gets himself another kill, but not enough. Rocker, map point.
Just no time. That takes so long. You know what, Standy? You got to give him props in that situation. Finds the first down to Scrap and just wastes so much time. Insight was dead right pretty much straight away. A lovely little hipfire shot coming in from Spot for the first one into the head. And that is the round. Good job from Rocker. Great job from Standy.
Testing the composure and the mental now of this Rocker roster. One more round to tie up the series. And for Ultra again, you've had some fantastic looks, but if not for the magic of Insight, you'd be in a far worse position. Can we see something golden here? Ultra's attack. It's a 3-1 split, and we're going to B.
You can see Rocker. They're happy to sit in the middle of the map here. They know there's a cruise missile potentially on its way. Getting aggressive, if anything. Here it comes.
Oh, it's tight. Nice work there, dodging the Spire of 6-star. Managed to catch one. Spark down and out. Pressure now towards the bomb site. There's the plant.
Just gives them free reign. Over towards the B side. Complete pool control. That grenade just creeps up in Scrap's face. But it's just a distraction. 3 versus 3. Bomb is down.
Don't care how good the gunny is. If you're not taking gunfights, you're not going to win them. Brilliant usage of the lethals there. Now a big wrap from Rocker on towards the bomb.
Kleenex just needs to stay alive. Stay alive as long as you can.
Great damage. Not enough for the kill. Now over to Insight from his pool spot, and his feet are certainly up. Here comes number 1. Beautiful transition on the second, and that is absolutely magnificent. Last man left alive, gunless, and he's gone for the wrap. Eyes on Envoy, but not enough time. Might be able to get the kill, but Ultra, once again, it is Insight. Perfect place. Great work with the cruise. He is having one hell of a 6-star.
Just chilling in the pool, next to the bar. 1 smart water, please, waiter. Fantastic stuff coming in from Jamie Craven again. And just a transfer up. Yeah, lovely play. Step up. Nicely done. Having a hell of an S&D.
He's doing everything he possibly can to keep the boys alive in this one. They are not necessarily kicking and screaming. But Scrap has been isolated, naded, you know, whatever it may be, cruised. He has been eliminated from play. Totally ineffective so far at the 2 and 9, but Insight's 13 and 6 is sensational. Not quite as reminiscent of his debut in the league against the LA Thieves way back on Miami, but it's pretty good nonetheless. Can Sparks 11 and 4 match him now? Still, Rocker playing for the win.
Them two going very much toe to toe. But that was an investment of a cruise missile. And Rocker will know that. No problem. We'll get you the round. What can you do without it, though, with the bomb down? Full retake needed, 40 seconds.
And they are thick as thieves. That's such a big one from Scrap. Over the top comes Kleenex. Right into trouble. Red dots everywhere. Send in the rest of the boys to find the kills. Envoy there on the immediate trade. Insight again. All down a spot. And we're going to round 11. Oh my. Ultra. Survive.
I just don't know if Linz needs to go for that. I mean, he's the kind of player that you don't leash him. You don't tell him to sit back. You let him go. You let him show his talent. I'm not sure he needs to go for that there. Goes for it. Gets picked. Puts his team in a tough situation. Round 11 we go.
This is what you wanted to see. I mean, look at the first bloods. Those opening duels. Massive advantages there from the boys of Rocker. But the last 2 have been very, very important. Now we find ourselves at round 11. All the stats go out the window. Good luck. Have fun, fellas. This is going to be a banger. Rocker. Don't let it happen.
Ultra let a lead slip yesterday on Search and Destroy on Rio. 5-3 up. They've lost the first blood again, though. It's huge utility invested. They knew the push was coming, and Linz might have made a bit of a misstep in the previous round, but he's made up for it.
Oh, it's double digits. He's got insight. Trail, gunless, beams him. Last man! Envoy doing what he can, but it's Standy from up top, and Rocker. Do not let the comeback happen there on 6-star. They follow the script, and we tie things up 1-1.
Seems to be an inquisition on the Toronto Ultra side of what the hell bloody happened there. I mean, just incredible utility used from Rocker straight over the top. Trophy system maybe didn't get down in time, makes the difference. Scrap falls, and you picked apart. Rocker, fantastic job, and deservedly find themselves one apiece in this series. Some really good plays in that 6-star search and destroy. We got a series here, Miles.
We do have a series. Again, this is where things get a little bit tough. Again, when it comes to the next 2 maps, you're definitely still leaning towards Ultra. You still have to give the props to Rocker for getting this far, but the respawns are so much harder with a substitute for Scrap. Doing what he can. Oh, sorry, Spart, excuse me. Doing what he can with the 11 and 5. Not Scrap, 4 and 10. Come on, mate. Get it together. Round 11. Either way, though, beautiful looks out of Insight. That 14 and 7 is definitely something we'll be lauding for a while. There was some brilliant, brilliant rounds from him there. And that 10-minute game of 6-star, a lot of fun indeed. High-rise control coming up next, though. We'll see how this one goes in just a moment.
Good job from Rocker, though. Put themselves in a position in high-rise control. Yeah, you probably still lean towards Ultra, but it's, as mentioned, one of their weaker maps that they have been working on. They looked fantastic on Vista yesterday, though, so it does feel as if Rocker need to find a win here in map number 3. Tough one, though. I mean, look, a very, very close game. We headed to around 11. Ultra couldn't quite get the job done, but Rocker very much in this game.
For many, many teams, this is probably the deciding factor in the series, whether you get to fight it, win it or not. I mean, if you do manage to win the high-rise Rocker, who knows? You can lose the Vista and make it all the way to that final map. Game 5 could be a lot of fun. We'll find out what happens, though, in just a short moment, folks. We're going to go to a break and find out who is going to be walking away with the dub. Rocker versus Ultra. High-rise control in just a moment.
Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
Scuff Gaming is doing an ultimate giveaway where you and a friend can win a chance to go to COD Champs this year. The giveaway includes 2 VIP tickets, travel expenses, and more. To enter, scan the QR code on the page or go to scuff.co/CDL and enter your email. Terms and conditions apply.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I just had the wrong button pressed. That was nearly a dreadful, dreadful moment for all of you there. You were nearly destroyed. Headphone users, apologies in advance. Might come back later, why not? Welcome back, though, folks. We're going to map number 3 in a moment. Hari's Control is on its way. We've got ourselves what could be a very spicy series. Rocker need to turn up right here and now, though, Ton. That is going to be the question. Have they managed to get some solid control reps in since Spark joined the roster?
Well, I mean, you're going into a map that is notoriously not that great for Toronto, but the record at the moment from Rocket, it's not too hot either. Look, Toronto been working on this. It has got better for them, but yeah, 0-5 is not fantastic. And if you have had your reps, then okay, maybe you can get something going. But for Ultra, it is again one of their weaker side of things of control. But I don't know. They're a pretty good control team anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. These boys, 273 Kelvin as far as the heat goes. You might have to Google that one, chat. CleanX, though, in control, not bad whatsoever. See if you can bring the thunder here on High Rise. These teams have been purring since the series started. Rocker don't necessarily have the advantage in the respawns, but we'll see if Ultra have got what it takes to close this one out comfortably. So far, all good for CleanX.
The cat joke is 100% one on the counter, though.
It better be. I'm not kidding. It better be. Actually, no, I don't think it will. You know what? I don't know. We'll find out at the end of this, won't we?
Let's grab over towards A. A little bit of pressure pretty much immediately coming out from Ultra. Wow, them in some inroads over towards B. That tick is coming quite quickly. Rock haven't been able to win the gunfights. Ultra keeping the pressure on. Will eventually fall, but some good inroads over towards B pretty much immediately. Have to be careful not to get stuck in TS spawn. It's big kills coming in from Insight and Scrap just to relent the pressure that was coming back.
Just enough to buy that space. I think good luck. Linz is doing most of this alone. He's got his boys on the outside. Oh my word, great shots. Tags in the CleanX good enough to get the trade done. That is a man's job done there by Linz. That could have been very, very ugly. Made the most of it. Envoy, bad time, and unfortunately, Gunness is right there for it. And Big Pierce gets 2. Linz shoots him in the back, and the endless onslaught and the friendly fire down that B street is something. Spar's win there makes that a little bit safer. And Ton, less than 30 seconds to go.
We're just having a square off down B street, are we?
Damn.
Good shots coming in from Envoy.
Gloves are off.
Very much so. Oh, it's a big win from Gunless again. I think it's just, you're going a bit one by one from Ultra here. I don't know if they're just maybe not giving Rocker the credit they deserve. Gunless finds 3. You have to find a route through. B seems to be the option. Insight might get some wonderful timing and does so.
He did.
See him?
Yep, I think Gunless might have thankfully escaped, but you're onto the A zone and B as well. Stop the clock. 6.1 seconds. Oh, an instant kill is going to not help the case here. Scrap slides in. The second. Magnificent. Inside cut down, and if not for that, the round will be over.
Scrap surviving, but not for much longer. The slide in. That might be the round. Envoy trying to get through. Not going to happen. Just cannot get the touch all done. No, you're never finding them all. There you go, Rocker. Good defensive round, you know. I mean, just so staggered all the time for Ultra as you're trying to find the push through. Big kills coming through at the right times. Minnesota, Gunless, an absolute phenom in that round. And they find it comfortable.
That got really, I mean, chaotic and a little bit frantic there, but Rocker just being 2 or 3 players closer to that B zone helped out. No love towards the A side of the map there in that sort of final frantic push there from Ultra, but crazier things have happened. And Rocker not reading that. Typically in those sort of wild situations when the clock gets red, you oscillate back and forth between one of us is going to go B, one of us is going to go A, and didn't necessarily do that time, Tom. But either way, good stuff from Rocker there. You're on the board, lads, and Gunner's had a tremendous round.
10 kills and 1 round of control. There's nothing to turn your nose up at. Sensational work, and he started off again. He's now starting to work on something if he potentially can get a kill over towards B side. Not going to happen. But we'll find 2. Gunless again is frying.
It's looking like Rise Gunless out there, man. He's disgusting. This is good looks. No way. Yes way. Envoy finally managed to bring him down, but Gunless is looking magnificent out there right now, keeping the boys afloat. Rocket's still trying to make their way forward, but it's a solid hold here from Ultra.
Very clean. Keeping them at bay consistently. Really good job. And there you go. Yeah, this is welcome to the blender. Envoy now in this position. This is a disaster for Rocket.
Yeah, it's not a great look. You cut your losses, though. You managed to get out of there without losing too much time or bodies. So well done, Rocker. Insight right down the middle of the map. Solid presence. And again, map possession has been beautiful. Ultra are not letting Rocker out. without a bullet or two to their name. 20 seconds to go here, and all it's going to take is a single set of kills and a little bit of a toe dipped onto a zone, but Ultra say no.
Might get an opportunity through Gunless towards Propane. Will get his team out, and all of a sudden Kleenex, the last one alive, you can be stuck in your spawn for a full minute and 20 seconds. If you can get out over towards B late on, get this captured, there's still potential in this round, but they are being farmed still here, Miles. This is tough.
Yeah, it's not easy, and it's Insight with 2. The big one on the standing on the fence is going to absolutely seal the deal. Beautiful shots. Seeing Gunners trading the final moments there, but Ultra, their defensive round goes their way. And I actually think a lot more decisive, a lot more devastating than the kills department there. Ultra setting themselves up for that final round.
Ticks very much in the favor of Ultra, though, with their relatively decent effort on the attack. So they hold the advantage in terms of what you want to keep a hold of on that defensive side for round number 5, if we do need to go there. But yeah, that was just super convincing. Once they got them locked in, it never really looked likely that Rocker would find the round. Gunless still 17-7, by the way. All time.
Mate, his teammates can't get kills. Like, don't let their stats fool you. Over to Linz. First man in a B. First man up the B street as well. Whoa, that MCW. That is something. Every minute to roll here. And this round is a stale one, if anything, from Ultra so far. Able to get onto B finally. Here comes Standy. Get us inside back for the previous round. 7-11. It's nothing convenient about it. He is getting hurt.
I think the thing is, though, is Ultra just taking it slow, and Rocker were just quite happy to let them capture the point. They were farming away off the spawn, but now all of a sudden you lose a couple of gunfights. You're in a bad spot. Trying to come back in off the respawn. Yeah, okay, you're going to be buttered up, but attacking on 2 fronts are Ultra. They can continue to hold this down. It's a bad spot for Rocket. Bad spot.
I've got that song in my head non-stop. How do you like him now? Will the B zone say goodbye to it? It's nearly done. Beautiful work. That is going to be captured. Over towards A in a second. 1 segment done. There's already a member of Ultra there, an Envoy. Right off spawn right into it, but he's run out of teammates. He's got to win 3 gunfights back to back. And this is not going to be an easy thing. Trophy certainly helps. There's the first, and Gunless absolutely pierces him.
Scrap was on a 5 spray at one stage there. One of the crews did not nail it down. Great shots coming out of the respawn. Still a good position here for Rocket, though. Pressure still through the mid-map for Ultra. They do have some presence. Are they going to be able to make it count, though? Plenty of options to maybe try to get yourself up to top heli. Insight's going to be dealt with. This next wave of kills are important. They're mostly being won by Ultra. Trade's just about in their favor.
And the A zone now, a body in it. 137, the clock paused. The fights are being won. This could be it. Scrap posted up. Absolutely spitting across the spawners. Linz unable to get out with his life. The second segment on the way out, that is going to be it. This is the second man on the zone. Done. Dusted. The round cleaned up. That's a big attacking round, and Scrap's starting to feel it.
A little bit more like it. And I think the problem was that you just never really cleared it out. If you're Rocky, you've seen in the previous round on the defense, Ultra, they find a 3 or 4 dead, they push forward, they find that final play if they need to, they lock you in your spawn. But because of where the kills are found from Rocket, it's always very, very difficult to then get that mid-map presence to then push forward. You're then waiting for them to make a mistake. They don't. Ultra find the kills, force you back into your spawn, capture the point. Sounds simple, it isn't. But Ultra, 2-1 to the good now. Cruising here in the control, to be honest with you, apart from Gunless, who is trying to put up some sort of resistance. 22-12, but the rest of the team need to try and keep up if they can.
Opening battle's going the way of Rocker so far until Envoy ruins that. Aggression from Insight pays off with aplomb. Nice work. And now all over the map, you've got Ultra. Maximum possession. Rocket are trapped to the inside of their spawn, and things are starting to get real ugly. The wheels are starting to come off. Insight's nice big 2-piece there. 16-11 from Scrap.
Tough. The ARs are so good on this Ultra side. It's just so hard to get anywhere. Envoy now with an MCW in his hand and a cruise missile in the back pocket. Phenomenal work from Ultra here. 26-19. Okay, it's not done at all here. Rocket can manage to find a way out, and Standy will find 2. Great job from him. Spark finds another. Scrap could do with staying alive. He's going to be pressured almost immediately. So working on 2 fronts potentially now if you're Rocket. get something going over towards A and B.
That's nice shots from Kleenex at range at spawn. Oh, and the difficult thing again, the Cruise is absolutely brilliant timing because it's going to suck away a few seconds you sorely need for Rocker. Scrap winning a big one downstairs. Damage in the standee as well. Good enough now to keep him at bay. 20 seconds on the clock. You had one opportunity there, Rocker. A couple of big wins and that Cruise might have just dealt the death knell.
Still have an opportunity. 12 seconds to go. Kleenex is going to be a right pain here as well. He's going to find one and immediately flank. 8.9 seconds is what's remaining because you're on towards B. Locking it down here. There's a tick. Envoy's going to go for a Kleenex on the Overwatch, but you need to make something work off the top of the ladder. Gunless has fallen, and that's going to be the round, and that's going to be the game.
Oh, wait for number 3, Stanley, though, on the sprint towards A. He's in. 0.2 seconds on the clock, and it's not over yet. He cannot die in this situation. The propane has been eliminated from play. On to B in a moment. Yes, this game is not over just yet. Progress at A, one segment down. Progress at B in a moment as well. All players from Rocker are in a zone. Envoy now on the retack. As Kleenex gets involved as well. Ton, we are not out of the woods yet. Envoy! Wow, can't win it. Big P captures B.
How on earth did they manage that? My goodness. By the hair on their chinny chin is the answer to that question. Gunless going huge, 28 and 18. Having a hell of a game, but you've only got 5 lives remaining. You have to be perfect if you're Rocket.
Oh, that helps. That certainly helps. Gunless once again, pushing 30 now. Not in age, but in kills. Actually, you never know. Actually, yeah, you never know. We'll find out. 35 seconds on the clock, though. Life count not good, but a single set of kills is all it's going to take. Can Rocker find the magic here? It is truly never chalked. They're on to the point. In just a moment. Through B, they're fighting, but it's in sight in the feed. Ton, Envoy on the flank, and that is it. A magnificent effort, but not enough in the end. Final few moments here, and we're going to that dreaded Vista.
Oh, you gotta feel for Gunless doing everything he can, and they still get beat 3-1. It's a 30 bomb for the L, and that is gotta be tough. Honestly, for Ultra, their defensive rounds were just so clean. Yeah, okay, they let them through towards B, but the damage had already been done in that stage. The lives, insurmountable. The first one was as clean as you could possibly want, and Ultra dominant. And map number 3, Rocker's still struggling on that high-rise control.
Not a bad look though whatsoever. That could have been. No, we've seen far worse high-rise controls in our time, but that one was a tough one for Rocker to lose. Now they have to somehow defeat Ultra on Vista. We saw what Ultra did yesterday to the LA Thieves. Can they do it again against their purple comrades?
It's going to be tough. Lins has not had the best of series, to be honest with you. 8 and 28. Had his moments in the search and destroy, but he has struggled. And that is the hallmark of an SMG on high-rise control. It sometimes can be very, very tough. Standy, though, I mean, look, he had a couple of moments here and there, did really well in the search and destroy, had a couple of bits of good play, but they're out of control, but it was really about Gunless just trying his hardest to keep them in the game. Ultra were very, very good throughout, defensively especially.
Yeah, we saw the defensive plays got a bit scrambly at times, and everyone was desperately trying to pick up those one shots around the, the cage and around those generators, but either way, man, a very, very good look. Mostly the AR players, as is tradition, they're on high rise, those long lines of sight. The MCW singing for both teams. And again, I think when it came down to the attacking rounds, Ultra definitely had their number. Defensively, were pretty clean as well, but I'm tipping the cap in some regard to Rocker. There's no way I'm letting them get away with just, they got bodied here. They did not. They gave it what they had, despite the odds being stacked against them. Every little helps, and if Linz finds 5 or 6 more kills in certain moments, you'd never know how things are going. We can still be playing right now.
You would think so. Good job from Ultra, though. Very comfortable. And a Vista hard point coming up. You've got to be feeling good if you're an Ultra fan now. If Rocket can force that map number 5, very solid at it. But can they do it? That's the question. Vista hard point's going to be tough. I mean, if you're taking 6-star for any sort of example, then it's going to be a rough one. But you never know. It's a little different. It's not quite as fast-paced. Let's see if they can find something.
Well, Rocker's hardpoint has not been very good at all. I think there's incremental improvements of, 12 to 20 points at a time. But I don't think this is a good one for them. I think it's going to be a very, very difficult time. very difficult timing, especially against the way Ultra are looking right now, which is squeaky clean and hard as a rock. We'll see if anything can go their way, though, because for Rocker now, I think they're feeling it as well. I mean, no matter what you're going through, no matter how you're playing, the writing is certainly on the wall, and Ultra licking their chops, man. Just salivating at the prospect of getting into this map and getting to roam around. You managed to not lose the high-rise control. You don't have to see an S&D to win the series. You've got to be feeling fantastic.
I mean, it's not great reading, and that just tells you the story realistically of a hard point. Map 4 record looking a lot cleaner. The side of Ultra, and well, not quite as bad, I suppose, for Rocker. Those map number 1s have eluded them, but when they have got the map 4, it's not too bad. But 8-2 for Ultra, very much a strong team across the board. You'd expect them to be able to convert this. It's just very tough because, I mean, if Scrap plays anything like he did in map number 1, the game is going to be difficult for Rocker, but they have to just think in their mind, look, we need those CDL points. Let's see what we can do. If we can force this map number 5, we absolutely have a chance in this series.
You know, I think the bigger worry I've got is actually Insight right now. I mean, watching him just shoot bots, there is a calm and laser focus on his face that I haven't seen in quite some time. He has not had the best MW3 by any stretch of the imagination. I've dominantly looked on MW2. I've brilliantly looked on Cold War. This hasn't been his game. Maybe that's a change because Scrap's on the roster now. He's finding a lot more of those kills, but the Insight of old has not necessarily been there. He's getting back into that form as of this series, as of this stage. So we'll see how the Major looks for him. Insight, again, a key part of the Ultra success. And Vista Hardpoint, if you saw it yesterday, you know what you're in for. Strap in, Rocker fans. This one might get tough.
Well, 7th in the whole percentage is fantastic. Rotation doesn't surprise me whatsoever for Rocker, but they need to be able to make sure they hold on. That was the big problem. The rotations on 6-star were fantastic. That's never the start you want either. P1 break now potentially going to come through immediately from Ultra on the lesser side, if you like, and some time up for Offer.
Yeah, that team kill. Nah. Not what you want. Lovely 3-piece there from the Ultra boys, so that's going to put them in a nice position here to buy space across the map. Exactly what Insight's doing. Going down to that P2 position. Draw a line down the sand. Don't account for Spark, though. Pointed top left. That's going to be a problem in a moment. The rest of Rocker there as well. But I do think this may be intentional, and now you know exactly what's going on. That spawn from Scrap on the right-hand side gives the boys the entire awareness of where Rocker will be coming from. So good luck here for Kleenex. Trying to get kill number 5 in a moment 6. Oh, yeah.
Died yet. Oh, trying to get away, could not quite. And he snapped into the right position. Just doesn't pull the trigger. And that's just a really good hold, though, coming through from Ultra. Insight yet to die as well. 6 spree for him will be massive. Can't find them. So if you are the side of Rocker, you do stop the bleeding somewhat. But the bleeding has been quite significant already. Looking towards the spawns, it is going to be Ultra on the better side of things. But P2 control is here for Rocker. Let's see if they can get some good time.
They've got it. They're in. Can they account for Scrap, though? He managed to sneak right on through, and there we go. Lovely high ground coverage there from Rocker. All the bases covered. Kleenex, a problem. Lovely teamwork there. Keeps him alive and kicking. 6-2 to start the map off. Not bad whatsoever. Unable to close out the streak. Envoy. Again, just trying to poke holes in the defense here of Rocker, and they've done it. That's a good break with 25 on the clock.
Inside holding down the mid. Kleenex on the outside. Scrap filling in the gaps where he needs to. And just keeping them a bit. Just irons up. Good luck in these gunfights. It's been dominant from Ultra so far. Envoy, the only one who's not really joining the party. Looking at this, though, Gunless, such a big performance in map number 3. Only 1 kill to his name so far.
Ooh, Scrap, just unfortunate timing there. Either way, the final seconds of the hardpoint come to a close. New hardpoint open for business, and Insight, this is a lovely pinch. The flank is on. Will they read this? They do! Oh, but Gunless continues to be a menace in the 1v1 fights. Wins a big one. On open avenue now to hit that hardpoint. Go for it, boys. Get in there. Wait for the reinforcements. But Kleenex, wow, the in and out. Finds one. Gunless again with the Renetti. Scrap down low. Brought down, and my word, the pressure is now on the hardpoint.
It's continuing as well. Lins can't find it. Insight shuts it down. Keeps a hold of some sort of presence towards the backside. Spawn still out, though, for the side of Ultra. Insight's just finding kill after kill after kill. That's 4 unanswered for him. Nobody else at Ultra has found anything until Scrap does there. All about Insight, staying alive towards the back. Puts his team in prime position for the rotation coming in as well. It's another kill for Insight.
That's a 5 spree at 13 and 3. Casual. Complete rotation covered. The 2-2. 2 on the old, 2 on new. Here for Ultra, it's very clean here on Vista so far. The Gunners and Linz duo now from the top side of the hard point. It'll be theirs for a moment, but inside, looking for the streaks. One more bullet would have got it, but the pinch was there, so no worries for Rocker for now. Now, can you get the hard point, Ultra?
Spawning quite far out. Boy's still behind. Standy looking for him. There's the cover. Linz falls through, and eventually will pick up the kill. So there you go. It's going to have to be the front force now for Ultra. Can you find a way through? Clinics will be the first one to potentially open the floodgates. Yeah, Linz is going to be able to answer back, though, having a much better map now. Starting picking up 12 and 10 from him. He needs to perform for this Rocket side if they want to hope yet.
Oof, and the snap in there from Envoy. Massive damage just going to have insight. Yeah, should be able to get that, and he does. Nice work on the trade front, but when it's all said and done, it's Rocker in there. Linz on that force spree. Kleenex having a game of his own. The snaps like that are 16 and 8. You've got two absolute monsters on the side of Ultra keeping that map in their hands.
And yeah, the score that matters at the top side. It's not really that different. Ultra in a commanding position in terms of the kills. Insight is just it's relentless at the moment. But at the same time, Rocker have been kind of tough all the way through. They've somehow found a couple of different moments here and there, mostly off the back of Linz, who will find himself another kill. Having a decent map himself, the interactions have been there, but the hold so far for Ultra is good. Over towards the bridge.
Oh man, it's a battle between all of our players here. A slight lead from Ultra. Kleenex at 20 and 9. We'll keep an eye on his insane kill count. What a snap there, Tobias Yul Jonsson looking for streaks. Hey, turn around, man. No, Kleenex. Oh, he could have got it, and what a play that would have been. The bridge hard point with 15 seconds to go here, and the stat lines across all of our players in this lobby are preposterous.
Oh, it's absolutely absurd. I mean, 24 kills. He's got 7 more seconds of that rotation of hills to add to it as well.
My God.
I mean, over one rotation, there's number 25. Yeah, we'll count that one as well. No problem. 25 kills in a rotation of hills. And my goodness, Kleenex. This is ridiculous.
Right back at it on a 5 spree. Can he get another one? Number 6, where are you? He doesn't get it. He gets the next one, though. That is unbelievable from Kleenex at 28 and 10. A 6 spree. The man is seeing the code. Truly, he is the one.
Oh, when some people are locked in, you can just tell. I mean, this is ridiculous from Kleenex. 28 and 10, he eventually will fall. My goodness.
Oh,
how can you combat that if you're Rocker? What can you do when he's dropping 28 on your forehead?
It's not a lot you can do.
It's not even 6 or 7 minutes of gameplay yet.
Oh, man. And the scoreline's starting to get a bit dangerous, but Rocker are keeping themselves in this. I mean, if I were on Rocker right now, or if this were going to rank play, it'd just be non-stop in the comms. Like, he's cheating, he's cheating. He's not cheating. He's one of the best Call of Duty players you've ever seen in your entire life. Keeping the spree going. Don't forget about Insight on the 28 and 9. We are doing tricks on it, chat, but with damn good reason. Eyes on P2, though. Rocker have got it. They aren't out of this yet, despite the shenanigans.
And the shenanigans get worse. Ultra will find the break. Hey, but it's like, you're right, though. Look, you can see the kills that are coming through for Ultra. Insight's on another spree. Kleenex is 29 and 12. And yeah, well, it's realistically, yes, okay, it's an 80-point game. But that's not insurmountable for Rocker. Decent rotation over towards P3. Find a break at P2. You can get a hold of the spawns for the next couple of hills. You can bring this back quite feasibly.
Unreal. Again, you've got 2 players going absolutely wild. Linz is making a case for it as well now at that 21 and 19. In this lobby, to be able to keep up like that in some regard is special in its own right. Over 100 points now for Rocker. You are not out of the woods yet, lads. Keep swinging that axe.
For Ultra as well, they have started to slow down. I mean, it would have done very well to keep up what they were doing because it was insane, but Insight and Kleenex just starting to back off. Dropped it again. Now all of a sudden, the rotation over towards next has come on through. Scrap Envoy now starting to pitch in. Hold going to come through. There is one player who has managed to slip the net. Standy will find a kill here, no doubt. Insight gets taken down. Potential break could come through off the back of that push coming in from Standy.
Oof. We're in. That's our hard point. And the guns are ready for Linz, but there he is to punch through the backline. Insight upstairs, can't get anything done. A Rocker. Look, man, it's not over yet. They are mounting this comeback. 30 seconds remaining. Gunless through the middle. Can't get a second. Huge damage, though. Over to Spark by the bar side. Linz from down low. It is absolute pandemonium on the point. And Spark, last man standing here for Rocker.
30 seconds away. Managed to catch up. Rocker have been so resolute. Every single time they've had an opportunity, so good time. They're taking that opportunity. Rotation over towards the next is going to start coming through. Big gunfire about to go down here. If Linz can hold on, he's got some backup as well. This is looking good for the rotation for Rocker, who runs 10 seconds away. After what Kleenex and Insight have been doing to them, it is tippable.
I mean, that is the fortitude. Watching out for that teamwork, though, the crossfire over towards this new hard point. Linz managing to walk away with it. Beautiful shots on Insight. He may not have been present in the high rise, but he certainly showed up here on Vista. A force spree from Linz, and we are far from done.
Incredible work from the side of Ultra now, because they're going to be able to use this cruise missile. They've invested it eventually, falls on through, finds only his teammate. Hasn't found the break. Linz is left all on his own.
Well, things get a little bit spicy, and the explosions ringing in our ears still. Let's go for a quick Minnesota Rocker. Listen in.
Nice.
Good win, bro.
Left palm, left palm.
One up. DJ.
DJ. One shot, DJ.
In DJ, one bullet inside.
Good. Aspan is clear.
10 seconds here. P1, one time. Alright, this the big kill on P1, and one is already
long.
deep.
He's
One is deep.
deep. He's shot on deep. Cat. One cat.
He's dead deep.
Cat.
Go P1.
Cat. One on you, bridge. He's shot on long, Phoenix weak. One gonna be top mid. P1 dead.
Dylan, one bullet back office. He's inside office right now.
Cat weak.
I'll see inside the door. He's probably beyond the door.
Behind the door.
There's one shot on me. There's spawning shots. Yeah. One cat.
20 both sides. 20 both sides.
It's gonna be top mid, okay? Nothing top mid.
I can break the hill.
One shot long.
No, weak Dylan on time.
P1.
Nice.
Go be good job. That's good kill.
Wrong. And then you put it.
Tell me back where.
Yeah, we're coming through. Good kill. Let's get time. Let's get time.
He went low.
To push up our low.
Low in the cubby.
I'm looking.
Low in our cubby.
Low cubby.
Take
Nice.
over 20 shots. 20 shots. Gonna be middle. Gonna be middle.
Hit our short.
Nice.
Short dash.
Mid again.
Dead.
Nice.
Good shot. I'm helping you on the right. I'm picking up the right.
Keep this spawn. Make it some shots.
I am. One's already flying through the right, Burger. Dad got him.
Nice. I'll see you.
On the right, in the middle. On the middle.
Get it. Nice.
I'm staying down.
You're by yourself right now.
I'm
Yeah, I'm moving.
We're coming.
Lobby, one shot. On you.
One bullet dead. Got him. There's
He's taking. Nice. Wait.
I stun bridge. Yeah, bridge. Let's the bridge. You want to run top, I think.
That's good to me.
We on the bridge. Dead.
Nice. I'll get back door.
I'm holding deep plus.
One's low. All the way down.
Back door. One bullet back door.
Two back door weak.
Two back door. We're coming.
I got one.
Good job, one. Good kill.
Let's go. Could be lobby. One could be up mid.
It could. I'll see one time.
Maybe going to mid.
I can't. I'm watching.
Wait.
What an unbelievable hard point this really is. The final few moments here of P1 in our third set, and good God, another banging Vista.
20 seconds to go here on P1. Kill record incoming for Kleenex. You've got to feel it. He's had a hell of a game, but Rocker, you've got to give them every single credit that you can, because you've had to deal with that man, and all of a sudden you are still in the lead. P1 time, this is good time. Envoy with 2 big kills. Hasn't necessarily been at the races, but that's 4 kills in a row now for him. P2 setup, hell of a game. It's only a 30-point one.
Lead change once again. Inside, can't get a second there. Kleenex. One more and he ties the record, but Stanley with 2. You push Scrap back as well. Oh, and he wins the fight against Linz. Time now ticking for Rocker. They're in.
Don't have a cruise missile to work with as far as... What a nade. Nade finds him. It's incredible nade from Scrap over the top. Kleenex finds another 2. There is the kill record, and he's still got time to add to it.
He's got plenty of time to add to it. Here comes another lead change if he can get in there, but my good God. What an unbelievable Vista this has been. Ultra are in. One quick break here from Rocker. You might be able to win it here, but doing what they can to keep him off it. Oh my goodness. Envoy gets another one. And that's a huge win. It could be game here for Rocker.
Nades have to be good. Everything has to be perfect. Ultra, you've got to move. You've got to move quickly.
Send it over the top. Kleenex has to get the contest. It's got to be decisive. Looking for New as well. You cannot lose. And now the foot race over to the bar. Rocker flying like their lives depend on it. But it's going to be Scrap and Insight in there first.
The POV has to be... Oh no, the nade comes through. Envoy falls. Scrap has to go huge.
Spark wins his fight down low. Makes his way upstairs. Gunless on the contest. Checks wrong. No, Big P loses the fight to Insight. Can Spark get in there? No, Insight wins another. Envoy on his heels. Ultra hold. Ultra hold. Ultra hold. My God, what a series.
It is a Kleenex takeover to just win the game. It is nothing in it other than a superstar level performance. A SMGs bowed down. That was incredible. But Rocker, you have to give them so much credit. What a game.
That was... There's no other way to put it. Your hands are on your head. You came so close to dethroning Ultra there on Vista and forced the game 5. And Rocker, you get to 5 and you might win it. 40